Good day, everyone. My name is Ondo-Atijere, and I'm from Irele local government area of Ondo State. This morning, I'll be talking on Ondo South agenda and what Ondo South agenda really means. I'll be talking about those who have attempted to bring development to Ondo South and those who have deliberately jettisoned projects that are meant to bring development to Ondo South. Now, Ondo South senatorial district comprises 6 local governments. That is Irele local government, Ondo, okitipupa, Irele, Odigbo, and Ugbo-nla local government. And as it is, there have been various discussions that Ondo South senatorial district seems to be the senatorial district that has received the lowest patronage from successive governments in Ondo State. How that has come to play is a story for another day, which we will discuss when we have the time. But today, I want to concentrate majorly on efforts by successive governments to either bring development or to stop development in Ondo South. Now, I'll start from the government of the late Dr. Olusegun Agagu. Dr. Olusegun Agagu was the one who started and completed the road from igbokoda to Ugbo-nla. As a matter of fact, he was the one that started that road, and the road was to extend to Akeredolu. But before his government was truncated after 6 years, the road had already gotten to Ugbo-nla, and the government that followed under Dr. Olusegun mimiko abandoned that road project to the extent that it became difficult for those going to Akeredolu and the riverine and further down the riverine areas had to rely on boats to continue their journey. Various efforts was made by people from that area to see that that road was continued, but that did not come to happen under Dr. Olusegun mimiko. The 8 years of his government abandoned that project. The road linking Irele to Ayika in Okitipupa local government was also started by the late Dr. Olusegun Agagu. That the bridge section was abandoned by the mimiko-led government for 8 years, which caused serious hardship to the people living in that region. And of more importance is the Ondo State University of Science and Technology, which was founded by Dr. Olusegun Agagu of blessed memory. That school, the vision Dr. Agagu had for that school was to make it one of the best university of science and technology in Nigeria, and beautiful plans he had before he left office. The thought was that the next governor who came on board will just continue from where he stopped. It's so embarrassing and so annoying that mimiko ran Ondo State for 8 years and abandoned that university for the 8 years that he spent in office. Staff were owed over 15 months' salary. The road networks within that school was abandoned. The library under construction was abandoned, and various lecture theaters that had already started in that school was abandoned for 8 years by the government of Dr. Olusegun mimiko. And this is the same person who is now talking about a southern agenda for Ondo State. Somebody who refused to even touch the issue of electricity that was disconnected from that region for 8 years. He did not make any single effort to ensure that electricity was restored to that area. Is that the kind of person that we now want to trust with a southern agenda? No. Now, since Arakunrin Akeredolu came on board in 2016, several efforts have been made to make sure that some of these, all of these projects that were abandoned in Ondo South is continued and completed. Let's talk about osustech, which has been renamed after the late governor, the founding father of that school, late Dr. Olusegun Agagu. He has renamed that school. And he has also completed all the access roads within that school. He has completed the construction of the library and some other buildings, other lecture theaters within that university. Salaries of lecturers in that school has also been paid. The road linking Ayeka and Irele, that is the swampy section now, has been started by this government. That is the government of Ondo State under the leadership of Akeredolu. That one is almost completed, and there is also the road linking Ugbo-nla to Akeredolu. The paperwork has been completed, and as soon as election is over, that the contractor will move to site to ensure that road is completed, and that this will make it very easy for the sea embankment project, which is to be done in Akeredolu, to quickly start up. As we know, there's no way boulders, there's no way rocks and sands can be transported from the land to that axis if there is no motorable road. So once this road is completed, the sea embankment, which is of utmost importance for us in the Irele local government, will be started and completed in record time. I have said it earlier that the Ondo State government has gotten the attention of World Bank and NDDC has agreed to partner with Ondo State to ensure that the ancient city of Akeredolu does not go into extinction. So what is Ondo South agenda? If how can we talk about Ondo South agenda, the real Ondo South agenda, without mentioning the name of Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu? So what the information that is going around that somebody is preaching on the mantra of Ondo South agenda, I want us to just look away from that, because all what they have packaged for us are lies from their forefathers, lies that have been packaged from their forefathers who almost turned Ondo South senatorial district to a district of abandoned project. So I want to charge our people from Ondo South, all of us from Ilaje, Ondo, okitipupa, Irele, Odigbo, and Irele local government, to come together this time, support the second term ambition of Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu and his amiable deputy, Honorable Lucky Orimisa Ayedatiwa, to win this election come 10/10/2020 under the platform of APC. And I assure you that those beautiful things, those beautiful developments which we want in Ondo South will come to us. Let me not go without mentioning the industrial hub which is in Ore. That industrial hub alone houses over 10 industries and has employed over 1,000 indigenes of Ondo State. That alone is a massive project that, if we continue in that state, will bring massive development to that area. The lights, the electrification or the connection of Ondo South back to the national grid has never received the kind of attention it has received since Arakunrin Akeredolu came on board. The kind of attention that project is receiving is very massive, in collaboration with the federal government. So I want to plead with us this morning. Let us work together. Ẹ jẹ́ ká so ara wa pọ̀, ká so ọwọ́ pọ̀ láti rí pé Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Akeredolu àti amúgbálẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ rẹ̀, ìyẹn Honorable Lucky Orimisa Ayedatiwa, pé àwọn méjèèjì yìí wọ́n gbégbá orókè ní ètò ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ yìí láti lè mú ìdàgbàsókè bá Ondo South senatorial district. Once again, my name is Oladejie Bishemeju, and I'm from Idiogba in Irele local government, and I say that vote for Aketi Ayedatiwa 2020 under the platform of APC. Ìtẹ̀síwájú ìpínlẹ̀ Ondo òun ló jẹ wá lógún. Thank you.